G'day, Smitty here at Victorian Strength Club. I hope you're feeling healthy and strong on the inside and the outside. This video will be a recap of my most recent competition, Max Axles, which was just over a week ago here at Vic Strength. The comp was 1 week before Christmas, so we made it our Christmas breakup party for the gym. It was a great day. We had lots of great feedback from the competitors. A lot of people came along to watch, which made it extra special and just had a real vibe about it. I was really happy with how it ran, and I think everyone else was too. And it might be something that we add to the competition calendar every year, like we do this in December every year, combine it with our Christmas party. Let me know if you'd be keen to compete here, Max Axles 2022. Whether it's here from my gym or maybe your gym could hold the event also. Okay, so on to my performance at the competition. Originally I'd planned to cut to under 80 kilos and go for an Aussie record on the axle clean and press, but a week or so out from the competition I wasn't really in the position I knew I needed to be in to hit over 140 kilos at comp. So I decided to just weigh whatever I weighed on comp day and just aim for PBs instead of records, and that's exactly what happened. I weighed 85 kilos on the day after breakfast. I opened on 123 kilos for my first axle clean and press. Then I jumped to 133 kilos, which would be a 2 kilo PB for me at any body weight, and also that's 3 kilos more than I've ever done in competition. I wouldn't say the lift felt easy, but I knew as soon as I had it in the front rack that I knew that I'd make that lift. I knew if that had been 135, I would have made it. So I chose to go for 138 kilos for my third, which would be a massive PB, like a 7 kilo PB, and just a couple of kilos off the Aussie record and the world record. It actually felt okay in the rack position. Sometimes when you clean an axle, it just feels so hard and exhausting. You can't get a big breath right before you do the jerk, but this attempt actually felt okay. My back was really fatigued by this point, which I wasn't expecting. A lot of it, like in our training, normally we do a lot of heavy singles, so my body's used to doing that kind of stuff, but I think just lifting slightly heavier at the comp, and also it was a really warm and humid day, and it made it quite draining. And that's another reason why my deadlift didn't quite go as planned, which I'll chat about in a second. But the axle, no regrets with what I went for. I know if I'd gone for 135, I would have got it. And I got pretty close to 138 on both attempts, just really fatiguing on the back. Anyway, here's the misses at 138. Alright, on to the deadlifts. My goal for the axle deadlift was just to get a PB. The most I'd hit on an axle from the floor was 258 kilos. That was back when we were training for the 2020 Arnold's, where we were meant to do 260 kilos for reps. Of course, that comp was cancelled, so I was looking forward to training this lift and hopefully getting a PB on the day. I actually wanted to hit 276 kilos, as this would have been the most I'd deadlifted from the floor this year, because I hit 272.5 kilos, 600 pounds, at the Victorian Log Deadlift and Stone Champs earlier this year. Anyway, my first deadlift, I opened at 246 kilos as planned, but my warm-ups weren't feeling great. Like I said, I think due to the humidity in the room, even though we'd only completed one event, I was actually pretty exhausted, which was unexpected. And I'd like to be more prepared for this in future comps with a lot more focus on hydration, which I believe could actually be more important than food and fuel throughout competing on comp day. So that's left me with a few things to think about. In the future, I'll definitely have more water with like lemon squeezed into it to make the water more bioavailable. I was having regular water and pre-workout and caffeine drinks, and they basically add like a solvent and they strip the body of electrolytes and hydration rather than helping it. Basically, everyone has it backwards with water, but we'll get into that another time. I wasn't prepared, and I assumed this would just be like a quick and easy 2-lift comp. Anyway, here's my opener. After this, I went to 261 kilos for my second lift as planned, and as you'll see in the video, I just didn't have a lot more left in the tank. So this made it tricky to choose my next lift. I knew I didn't have a lot more in the tank, and 276 kilos unfortunately wasn't going to be there on this day. Also, I wasn't competing against anyone. Because I organised the comp, I wasn't submitting a score, so I didn't have any pressure to hit certain numbers, which sometimes helps in competitions. It helps make decisions on what you should do, and it helps you push a bit harder because someone else might have hit this, you have to hit this, just go do it. And one thing many people get wrong or don't consider in max deadlift events is how exhausting and tough it is just to hit 2 heavy deads and then back it up for your 3rd attempt. So a lot of the times you'll see someone's second deadlift and you can tell there's another 10 kilos left in the tank. They'll jump 10 kilos for their 3rd lift and miss it. The thing is, they had 10 kilos in the tank before they hit that second lift. That second lift, if that's near your max, that's draining your total energy for the day, and people, I think, forget to take that into account. So I normally advise going for PBs on max deadlifts on your 2nd attempt. That way you save some energy before attempting a PB. You've got a second chance. If you miss that 2nd attempt and it's something technical, you get a 3rd attempt still, so you can try it again. And if you do get it on your 2nd, then you've got a bonus Hail Mary attempt on your 3rd, and you can get a further PB. Something like that. That all changes, of course, if you need to worry about what others are lifting in a normal competition, and if you're needing to be strategic in order to win a comp. Like I said, I was just here for PBs, so I could just do my own thing. I wasn't really worried about other people's numbers or winning. Anyway, I went for 266 kilos on my 3rd, so just a 5 kilo jump, which I don't think I've ever done, but you'll see it was a pretty wise decision.
Yeah, baby. Yes.
So they were my 2 best lifts for the day. 133 kilos on the axle clean and press, 266 kilos on the axle deadlift, for a total of, is that $399 or $499? Wait, let me do some maths. 266, 3, for a total of 399 kilos. Can you believe it? Missed out by 1 kilo on getting that 400. They were both PBs. I'm going to say like a tiny bit more in the tank with the clean and press on a good day, and the deadlift, same deal. Like if I wasn't so fatigued, I could have hit more, but that's the whole point of comps. You're always going to be fatigued when you hit that 2nd or 3rd event. So it is what it is. Really happy I didn't cut weight for it. That would have been a total waste. And I've got a competition coming up in roughly 3 weeks, so I'll be cutting for that one. So it's good to just have to cut once and be a little bit heavier through the Christmas and New Year period, not have to worry about that crap. We had Vic Strength athletes competing for the first time, second time, third time. We had near record attempts. I think like if Mel had cut weight, she'd have an Aussie record by 10 kilos. As far as winning, I think we got 3 out of the 4 trophies went to Vic Strength athletes. That's amazing, but it was almost an in-house comp. It was pretty much our Christmas party, so it was mainly just the Vic Strength crew, but we had a couple of people from other gyms coming to compete as well, which I really appreciate. Makes the day special, better, interesting when we've got people from other gyms coming in as well. I might just share a couple of videos here. I've got Mel's heaviest lift. I'm going to put in Mari's heaviest lift of 93 kilos. Mel's 88 kilos, Mari's 93. And Mon hitting an 88 kilos as well. I just think they're huge lifts for lightweight natural girls, although Mon's technically in the open category due to her body weight, but she's a lightweight person to me. She's lean. So I just thought I'd put this into the video. Everyone did remarkable. I could share everyone's lifts and everyone's PBs, but if I can go back in time, like 5 years, I never thought, honestly, that I'd have 3 people that I coach, 3 women, 3 ladies that I coach, hitting those type of numbers in just an everyday comp. I wouldn't have thought that would probably happen. So it makes me pretty chuffed. I'm super happy for them. I think it's so good for the sport, or just the world, not even Strongman or Strongwoman, but just for girls, for guys, for lightweight people, to see what's possible. I love putting that stuff out there, showing that off. So I thought I'll put that in right now. Thanks for watching the video. I'll be back soon with another video. We've got a comp coming up. I want to let you guys know what Mel eats in a day. We had a lot of requests for that, so we really want to make that video. I might do a video on my bicep tear. You can see my left is now bigger than my right. It's different shaped and bigger and stronger. Maybe I'll do a video on that. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.
Let's go, Laurie. Let's go, Mark.